Ramadan is considered the most valuable month in the eyes of Allah. It has numerous wise aspects, and Ustad Said Nursi shared 9 of its many wisdoms with us. 1. Fasting in Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam with many benefits, both spiritual and personal. In Ramadan, those with faith become like a unified force, showing devotion to Allah and demonstrating their gratitude. The act of fasting allows people to see the truth and express perfection and mercy of Allah, so it is becoming of a person to participate in this worship. 2. Ramadan, a blessed month, emphasizes gratitude to Allah for His blessings. Recognizing the worth of these blessings and expressing gratitude by acknowledging them as coming directly from Allah is crucial. Ramadan fasting promotes true gratitude by making people appreciate blessings, especially through experiencing hunger and breaking the fast. It highlights the value of even simple things and helps people, regardless of status, realize their dependence on blessings and attain a spiritual gratitude. Fasting is a key to fulfilling the duty of gratitude to Allah. 3. Fasting in social life serves as a way to foster compassion and gratitude. It allows individuals to understand the plight of the poor and their hunger, which is otherwise difficult to comprehend for the rich. This empathy leads to a principle of true gratitude, where one is obligated to aid those in need. Without fasting, the rich may not fully grasp the sorrow of poverty and hunger, hindering their ability to offer help and complete acts of compassion. 4. Ramadan fasting trains the soul by breaking the illusion of freedom and control. The nafs desires and perceives itself as free and unrestrained, leading to a sense of entitlement to unlimited blessings. Wealth and power only amplify this illusion, but during Ramadan, everyone, regardless of wealth and status, realizes that they are not owners or masters, but servants, as they are unable to fulfill even their basic needs without permission. This humbling experience leads to a recognition of one's real duty, gratitude. 5. One of the many wise reasons for Ramadan fasting is that it brings a person away from their heedless and immoral behavior. The human soul forgets itself due to heedlessness, unable to see its endless weakness, flaws, and poverty. It thinks of itself as everlasting and attacks the world with desire, attachment, and intense love for all things delicious and beneficial. It forgets its creator who nurtures with compassion and fails to think about the outcome of life and the afterlife, falling into immoral behavior. Ramadan fasting, however, brings awareness to even the most heedless person of their weakness and poverty, making them think of their stomach through hunger. They realize their dependence on sustenance and remember their decaying body. They understand their need for mercy and compassion and drop their egoistic behavior, eager to seek refuge in the divine with feelings of humility and gratitude, if heedlessness has not broken their heart. 6. Fasting during Ramadan cultivates moral values and counters heedlessness. Heedlessness blinds the soul to its flaws and weaknesses, resulting in a false sense of strength and an excessive force on worldly desires. Ramadan shows dependence on sustenance and prompts recognition of the need for mercy and kindness, inspiring a shift towards seeking refuge in Allah. It provides an opportunity for spiritual growth and gratitude. During Ramadan, the Islamic world transforms into a mosque, with millions reciting the Quran and conveying its message. Ramadan celebrates the Quran as the month of the Quran, confirming its significance. While some listen to the reciters, others recite the Quran to themselves. Such a state of the mosque is a reflection of the divine, and ignoring it to fulfill worldly desires is as dishonorable as disrupting the mosque's spiritual atmosphere. If someone does not observe fasting during Ramadan, they are unable to benefit from the spiritually nourishing atmosphere of the believers. 7. Ramadan is a time for spiritual growth, where believers have the opportunity to earn eternal rewards by reciting the Quran and rising above their animalistic tendencies through fasting. It is like a market for afterlife trade, a time to gain spiritual profits and engage in virtuous acts. The night of power in Ramadan is especially significant, as it is worth more than 1,000 months and is the brightest part of worldly life. Fasting during Ramadan helps individuals avoid worldly affairs and attain a state of spirituality. A ruler may declare certain days as a holiday during their reign, either in the name of imperial display or some other grand celebration. On those days, they favor their people by allowing them to bask in their generosity, exclusive presents, and special attentions, instead of following the general laws. Ramadan fasting involves not just avoiding food or drinks, but also negative actions. The aim is to control faculties towards good actions like Quran recitation and supplications. 8. A physical and spiritual diet and fast is the most important medicine for a person. Excessive eating and drinking harms physical and spiritual health. Controlling desires gives power to the heart and soul, making the self submissive. Ramadan fasting teaches obedience, develops the ability to follow religious commands, and strengthens patience and endurance. It prevents overeating, helps maintain spiritual life, and is a form of training for 15 hours without food or 24 hours with a pre-dawn meal. Internal organs and systems in the body are impacted by the soul. Ego, if uncontrolled, neglects their functions and prioritizes self-absorption, causing disruptions. Self-discipline through reduced food and drink helps maintain balance. During Ramadan, fasting leads to spiritual focus and growth of internal organs, bringing innocent happiness despite hunger. 9. The purpose of fasting during the blessed month of Ramadan is to break the tyranny of the ego and show its weakness. One of the wisdom behind this is that the ego refuses to recognize its Lord and wants to be like Pharaoh, ruling over others. No matter how many hardships it faces, its stubbornness remains. But fasting during Ramadan directly strikes the ego's desire for tyranny and breaks it, showing its weakness, vulnerability, and poverty. It reveals that it is subservient. According to Hadith reports, Allah asks the ego, "Who am I and who are you?" The ego responds, "I am myself and you are yourself." Despite being punished and thrown into hell, the ego still refuses to abandon its pride. Finally, through hunger, the ego is humbled and admits, "You are my Lord, the merciful, and I am your weak servant."